intro. Idiot.
Hey man, there's no wrong notes in jazz. Hey man, ain't no wrong notes in jazz. Hey man, there ain't no wrong notes in jazz.
G'day everybody, it's me and Mouth Shutter Upper Up. Welcome to podcast. I'm all thrown because he's not allowed to speak while I speak. So welcome to podcast season 3, number 19, episode 19. We're, as you can imagine, predictable, but we are paying tribute to the late, great, amazing Ms. Tina Turner tonight. I'm here with Ike. Hi, Ikey.
We're gonna win this bet.
Shh. Hey,
I didn't
Gaffer Tape doesn't even shut him up. Hi everybody, g'day guys. We've got such an exciting show for you tonight. I can't wait. We've got so much to get through. I might get through it if he's gaffered up. Hi Mike. I love it. Right, you're allowed to speak now. G'day. Oh,
Hey, so unreal. So we've got a really good look.
I want a bit more volume.
Oh! We've got a look. It's obviously a day where we reflect on the wonderful. Well, actually, apparently she had an awful bloody life, Tina. But we can we'll talk about that later. But what we can celebrate is the music that she left us with, and you know what a woman.
What a woman.
So this is. You look like you're in Slipknot.
It's a bit bondage. Anyway, you get the idea.
Hang on.
No, look. Yes, Eric, 5 seconds. But you know what? This is a tribute.
Hey, Eric.
This is a tribute
Hey,
to
everybody.
Dad.
Hey, Cindy. Hey, Lee. Hey, Tina. Hey,
everybody.
Doncy.
Hey, gang.
And
We're back. We're back to normal.
Spiritual healing.
Dad said to me today, rang me up in all seriousness and said, please, guys, can you try not to talk over each other? If you ask a question, let the person finish the question. He said, I can't keep up.
You know what? That's a Carl Jung thing, is the things that agitate you about yourself is the shadow behind you. Basically, what you don't like in other people is what you probably do yourself. I find that a lot.
Yeah, look, we totally recognise that we do that, and in all seriousness...
Georgie!
Yeah, I know, George. It was a bit rough. It was a bit weird with your brother, but anyway.
No, hang on, I've gaffer taped you up to stop me talking, not to...
Anyway,
Jesus
so in all seriousness...
Hang on, you gave me this hairstyle. Actually, I look a bit like Dolce.
No, you look like Ike, and I'm Tina.
Turner.
So, in all seriousness, Dad, we did take on board what you said, and we're going to try not to talk over each other tonight, but no guarantees!
I reckon it's going all right so far. So, anyway, so you went and saw Nikki today, got your hair done. I mean, it's good that she's not expensive. Oh, hang on, I'm going to take these off because I'm hearing echoes.
I went for a different look. I said, Nick, my greys are coming through, love. We need to try and work with it.
Well, what's the motive?
Next minute.
What's the motive? No, once she'd finished, I booked my appointment for my hair half an hour after her. I said, Nikki, look, I need a new look. So funny you said that. Simone came in with a new look. You're interesting. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, is this the kind of what you do when... I feel like I'm going bald with a wig on.
That's Ike. That's what Ike did.
I'm the only person with a wig on that feels that has less hair than when he doesn't have a wig on.
That's Ike look in the 70s. Anyway.
Eric, Leroy got a deal on 12 rolls of Nashua Gaffer. Don't ask me how.
Always Georgie.
And Nashua Gaffer is the best gaffer you can get. It's like a material, actually, if people don't know, it's like a cloth with a shiny side on one side and the other side. It's really, really sticky. However, if you can't get Nashua Gaffer, because not everywhere has it, and I'm not doing an ad, and I'm not even going to say where it is, but lowest prices are just the beginning, does have Gaffer, which is called Gorilla Gaffer, and it's the next best thing to...
$50 a roll, is it, Tony?
Yeah, well, Tuna would know, yeah. Look, because you get this thin kind of gaffer, which is okay if you're not like relying on like the band playing and collapsing scenery, which is never a good look. Although it's funny, you know, when the band's playing in the backdrop and then you see the people out the back who are meant to be working that aren't, they're racking up and shit. See,
look, just...
I feel like I've got a dead animal on my head.
No, because that's what Ike did. He had the...
What do you mean?
He had the little short... Trust me, Morkel.
If it was that easy, everyone would do it, Simone. I mean, like, now I feel like I'm in Spandau Ballet. And now I'm Picasso. And then I was Andy Warhol. I was a negative version of Andy Warhol. But anyway,
I do, George. Yes, I do.
What about that?
Look,
Anyway,
let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Simone does have it.
I do have a Power Pass card, Georgie.
If I did that with your hairstyle,
Do whatever you want.
what animal had to die for you to have that?
Ask Tina. I took it off her.
Some rare
She left
Amazonic
it. She left it to me.
marsupial. All right, so who's starting here,
Let's
Larry?
start the show. So, guys, in all seriousness, today was a pretty sad day in music news, albeit I think we're a couple of days late for hearing it. But
Your hair's freaking out our software.
Yeah,
well, I just want to put on that. Sorry, I did butt in, but it wasn't a crossover, was it? You stopped in time? No, it's not your hair. See how it's like freaking out? It's like
static.
Well, it's whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
Like
See,
that.
when you go back, it's okay, but when you
sit
go
back.
forward,
I'll just sit back. So look, we all know the news today, and we all know and love Tina.
I look like an idiot.
I actually listened to an interview.
Fix my hair.
Ike, sort it out.
Well, I was a prick.
Can you stop playing with your hair? So
But
I
it just
actually
fell
listened.
off.
I actually listened to an interview today. So you guys probably know, or you may not. Cher was one of her very, very best friends, and I listened to her on a radio interview today, and she said, "You know what? I'm actually yes, we're all sad, but I'm actually relieved. She was ready to go. She even said to Cher not long ago, I'm done, I've had enough." So Cher, as her best mate, said, yes, we're all gutted. However, she's happy to be gone, according to her best mate. So
Can we tag when we can talk?
Yeah.
So, I just want to clarify your first sentence when you said, like, so we want to share, like, you're talking about share the information.
CHER, the performer.
Sonny and Cher, ribbon dress. Okay.
Yeah, so Cher was her bestie.
Oh.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time together throughout the years and the decades, and yeah, so her interview on the radio today as a representative of Tina said, we're sad, but I'm happy because she wanted to go. And I also was telling Mike, I heard an interview today that was quite old, but she said anyone who wants to make it all fluffy and roses, good on them, but I had a shit of a life. I've had a shit life. My life's been tough. I'm not one of those people that said, yeah, but with all the shit, I made it into this. She goes, the reality is, yeah, I made a lot of money, sang a lot of songs, did a lot of music, and had amazing times throughout my life. But in a nutshell, you know, it was pretty shit. So I actually really loved her honesty there, because we, you know, how many times do we
So she was traumatized.
Before Ike, you mean?
No,
Or-
just by like.
Oh yeah, she had PTSD. She had a million ailments, as you guys may know. She had
Do you think that they were caused by her trauma? Like, because you're a psychologist / doctor.
Yeah, look, absolutely. So there's two parts to her life. The early years where she was so poor and lived with her grandmother. Her mum gave her up, and her grandmother raised her in the cotton fields with nothing. And then later on down the track, she went back to live with her mum. But the trauma of not being her abandonment issues, blah blah blah, all of that stuff would have led her to be attracted to someone like Ike. So it's a flow-on effect, really, isn't it? I mean.
So okay, so she was as a child, was she traumatized?
Yeah, well, her mum didn't want her, so she gave her to
abandonment.
abandonment. So she gave her to her grandmother, then the grandmother didn't want her, and yeah, absolutely, Lee, and that's why I wrote on my post today. Like she influenced us all musically, but more so for her endurance and her strength. But I feel she would find that a little bit
patronising.
Well, yeah.
So okay, so look, we're hypothesizing here. So we've got a young black girl in the 50s with a band like Nobody Wants da da da.
Well, early. She was born in 39, so early 40s.
Early
tiny.
40s. Okay, so in the
tiny little bubba.
Okay, so in the 50s, she was in her 20s, mid 20s. Okay, and Ike Turner. So
no. Yep.
Yeah, right. So Ike Turner. We can talk about Ike and what was not cool about him or cool about him, but what Ike Turner has the he is widely regarded as the composer of the very ever first rock and roll song, which I believe is called Rocket 55, and
you don't have to say yes.
No, you put your hand. No, that's the thing. You put your hand up, I'll shut up.
Oh well, I was going to say, can we just touch on a bit more Tina before we?
Yeah, no, because what I was going to link this to that. So
our fans are going to hate this.
No,
by the way, Dad.
Right. So we've got Tina. She's got issues. She's growing up. She's looking for a way out. Ike Turner he's huge at the time, especially in the black community in the South. He's got the first ever rock and roll song, which we can talk about tonight or another episode, what actually qualifies as rock and roll as opposed to blues. And he was, and I'll just give you a quick one, instead of going dun 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 dun, which is Sweet Home Chicago, come on, dun 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 dun, the baby don't. He went from that triplet, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. He went da 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 da. I'm a mama bear, which is where Chuck Berry come from and all that shit, right? And they worked it all the way back, and they went from not necessarily who was the first guy to do it, but who was the first guy to record it, and the first guy to record a straight, not a swung 12 bar was Ike Turner. So in her community, he would have been like Elvis, to her, and take the story from there. I'll self-gaff.
Georgie's very impressed with our tag system. I'm feeling like there's not a bounce though. We need to find a...
It'll bounce, don't worry, Larry. Don't worry. No, but let's get the information out there.
She was born in Nutbush. And hi, Dave Delaney.
Hey, Dave. Oh, is Dave here?
Yeah, anyway, just wanted to shout out.
He's listening to 10 on the tractor.
So, I don't know, as a youngster, me personally,
Can we eliminate opening a sentence? It's just something I like. You can say piss off. Opening up a sentence, especially these days, it really...
when I was young...
No, as a gay man. Or as a...
I was going to say as a youngster.
No, as anything. Just say...
When I was young...
Yeah, do that.
When I was a kid...
Because as has got shit attached to it.
Okay. So, you know, we grew up listening to a lot of early Tina stuff as part of, we've talked on a million...
Just a short one. My very first band, we did a cover song of Sexy Ida. Do you remember that? I'm just saying, because no one would know that. Who does that when you're 14? But anyway.
I was just going to say, we grew up with a lot of early Tina, Ike and Tina, a lot of that before we were old enough to know the history and the devastation and trauma. But anyway, we also, just before I go on to that,
Snap!
Mike and I talked earlier today about how to tread carefully a little bit and be respectful to Tina when we delve into this, because
can't we just talk the truth?
We decided we were just going to call it how it is, because we're massive fans of Tina. We love her, but we also know how much Ike was a part of her becoming who she was. So we can't ignore the fact that he was actually part of her history.
Okay, just going back to where we were. No, but I think this is important. I'm not defending Ike for 1 minute. But
no, he's a prick, you can't. However,
he was a misogynist and all of that stuff.
100%.
But I need just thought of this as we were saying. So you've got this ultra needy person that wants to get out, and I'm just saying he's someone, and she's jumped on, and he happens to be an asshole, right? And she's jumped on that train and gone, fuck, he's an asshole. But it took her out of where she was. Now, whether that was...
I read an article that said she had a choice. She could either leave and stop getting the beatings and the emotional abuse and all of that.
Just saying, no, the initial why she went there...
Well, yeah,
right,
I was about to get there.
Okay,
but we can't. So, anyway... I don't know if you guys, many of you know the history of Tina, or just want me to quickly go through it, because it's kind of interesting. She did tick a lot of boxes. So first thing is Tina Turner. Again, you guys may or may not know this. She was born Anna Mae Bullock in 1939. She's a naturalised Swiss, so she has dual citizenship, so American and Swiss, and we watched...
Interesting that she's not European.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
And we saw that interview today where someone asked her, does she classify herself as an American still? And once she got through the material things, they said here, she paused, and all she said was, I'll never go back home.
But why would she be Swiss and not European?
Don't know.
Because you're not in the EU if you're Swiss.
Yeah.
Right. This is interesting.
It'll be a financial thing, I'm sure. I reckon. Speculating. No idea.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that's a good point.
So one night she went out, she saw Ike on the stage, and she said, she was taken by him and his band and his voice. She wanted to sing. He hated women back then and said, no woman's getting on my stage, no sorry. Anyway, next minute she's at another gig, she jumps on stage and takes the mic and starts singing. I don't know why, but I can relate. Tina!
It's actually not cool, but there you go.
Well, it's not cool, but she wanted to have a sing, and he wouldn't. The only way she could get
So she demanded his attention. She
kind of did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, as a result, he went, wow, actually, where have you been all my life? There's so much more that happened.
He's seen her as a meal ticket.
Absolutely.
And at that point, she jumped on the stage and grabbed the microphone. He had no respect for her.
Totally understand that.
Right at that point. I'm trying to put it together because I haven't really thought about it a lot.
Well,
all we know is she's awesome. He's a prick, which he was. No one's doubting that. He also happened to be a great songwriter, musician, and but who gives a shit? But why did she allow herself to be... That's great.
Because she was so downtrodden and came from such a poor, awful childhood. She wanted out. She wanted a meal. She wanted to sing, and she wanted to be a rock star.
Yeah.
So she saw this guy who she happened... Obviously, he was Ike Turner. Everyone knew of him back then. He was ruling the roost of rock and roll. Yeah, I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, he went, okay, you can sing, let's go. So he Snake, that's, I know. And we'll get to that in a sec.
That's a great line,
just
Snake.
let me finish this one little bit about her.
You don't know.
So then he said, let's go. And he wrote and rolled out her first song as Little Anne. Now, you got to be careful, because, called Box, what's that song? Box Top, which was a very typical 60s boppy, like, you know. But she sang backing vocals. He was still very prominent in that song. He was forward, she was back, but he marketed her as Little Anne. Before anyone goes and Googles Little Anne, there is an actual Little Anne who, Little Anne Valentine, but it's not her. So anyway, they did a couple of songs with that, and then that's when he introduced Tina Turner. So her first song was What a Fool.
I Fall in Love.
I Fall in Love, yep.
Yeah.
So that was late 60s, early 70s.
Oh, no, I think it was before that. I don't know.
Anyway.
Can I?
Oh, you're right. Probably right.
Can I chime in here?
Next minute.
So,
no, Lee, you're right.
So, the thing is so what we've got, like, we're working this out as we go. I have no preconceived opinion of. All I know is I love Tina Turner. I think she's great. So let me say that from the start. And Ike is kind of like, you know, the talented artist or whoever who's a prick, but you look at his paintings and you go, gee, that's great. So what do you make of that? I don't know. You look at art for art's sake. Great painting, great. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your hand because I was looking up in the sky.
I was just going to say, in support of what you're saying, I find it really hard because I know his musical talent. I know what he did to rock and roll. I know all of that history. But man, fucking hell, what he did to her, it's almost unforgivable. And I don't care how talented you were.
And this is
little line there.
This is the thing why it's hard to love. I mean, we actually, this is funny. I don't know if Mark Rana's watching this. Or we'll watch this in a few. Why am I blurry? Or am I just blurry? We stayed at a hotel multiple times, which was affectionately known as the Ike Turner. And the reason it was called, this is in Germany, and the reason it was called the Ike Turner is because Ike Turner was evicted out of there for
being gross.
And he, you know, from all reports, and what I would like to say is you never really know someone until you meet them. I will say
100%.
I will say that, but
yeah.
Let's. There's some videos of Ike and Tina Turner band when they were absolutely peaking. What's the higher one? Rocky Mountain Highway. No, what's
Ain't No Mountain High.
Ain't No Mountain. No. River Deep Mountain High, and they were doing this TV show, and
chemistry.
Ike and the band were wearing, I think, like orange leather suits with the big amps, and they were kind of looking at the screen. They were kind of over to the right, and Ike had like a very tight perm, and Tina was out in the front wearing like a cave woman outfit and was just wild. She looked wild, and behind her or to the left, I think, or maybe to, I can't remember in my mind's eye, but there were like the three hottest black chicks wearing this caveman stuff, the Ikeettes.
Yeah.
And they were really shaking it, and it was in the 60s, and they were on, and they blew everyone's mind out. And when you know the story, like at that point, Ike's fucking all of the Ikeettes. He's just ripping her heart out.
And her eyeballs.
And beating her up. And, well, that's one of the things when you have dark skin, it's easier to cover up the bruising with makeup. And you go, and I'm looking at those videos now, and I'm going, she's got her guts ripped out. She's probably got 2 black eyes and a broken nose. And that's showbiz. You know, that's why she made it. And then there's the iCats who she must have wanted it. She hated them, and she's there doing it, and she in the end surpassed them. Look, this is annoying.
Just be annoyed with
But the
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, and the thing is you look at those old videos, and now you know what you know. Like, obviously, the Tina video was skewed her. I mean, I'm sure if they made an Ike video. Having said
What
that,
Tina video? The movie, you mean?
yeah, you know,
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
I don't.
Look, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I've done a lot of research on Tina over the years. A lot today, admittedly, to just back up what I already knew. But I watched that movie when it was out in the 90s or whatever it was. And from what I've read, they were pretty bang on. And even Tina said, well done. Like,
Yeah, it was on the money.
Yeah, it was on the money. I mean, she was obviously well and truly happening and alive when they made that movie.
So another thing too, and again, this is not making an excuse for Ike, because I would never do that, and his values were not cool on any level in any era. But okay, I didn't do my research on Ike, so he was a bit older than her.
Yeah.
Right, so he would have been born in the 20s, maybe in the
No,
19s.
not that. I don't think it was that much older than her. I think early 30s.
Right, so his parents were slaves.
Yeah. Oh, he's angry.
You know, and
He was
so
angry.
he's Mark Knopfler wrote private.
Yeah.
Actually, now that you say that, it is. Did he play guitar on the recording? I don't know. So the whole, like his mentality would have been, I don't care who I have to crush to get there. You know,
Yeah, and I guess
and that's not excusing him for
and
a
I
second,
guess
but
in Tina's way, on the flip side, hers would have been not dissimilar in the
Yeah,
sense that I've got to make it and
if
I've got to get out of this. I
Yeah.
don't know, like we weren't there. We live in
No.
a completely different world. All I want to do tonight is touch on all of that because I think it's so important to all that stuff molded her to who she was when she passed. And her successes and her influences on us and all of that.
I think one of the things that we like, okay, we can talk about her personal life and but we could do that forever. What I'd like to say is, I think the first song that I ever heard from her when I didn't know anything, I heard Nutbush City Limits, and I just went.
Well, we had that.
That was on the album. And that was the Sexy Eye album.
We grew up with that vinyl.
Well, can I just talk about us for a second?
Of course,
You know,
my favourite
Harry.
subject.
My first band at school was with Snake and
Hi, guys.
and Stokesy and Benji and actually Paul Chevelle, and then later with Benji and Dave Lawrence and Carl and Jimmy Johnson. It was interesting that when we were in bands, like. You almost played songs. It's hard to. I can't quite put my finger on it. You didn't want people to hate you, but you didn't want people to like you for the wrong reasons. So I think we did Johnny Be Good, and I think Ziggy Stardust, and maybe one or two.
Thanks, George. 31.
They were the only songs that people knew. Every other song that we did was a B-side or an album song.
Yeah, but that's credit to Mum and Dad. We actually...
No, wait a minute. Hey, Guy. Did he? He did too. I've seen that video.
Yeah.
But we would like go... so all the bands in that area that we grew up with, it was almost like if you played songs that you knew people would like, you were taking a shortcut.
Yeah.
You get away with a couple. But like, what 14-year-old band plays Sexy Ida off of B-side of a Ike and Tina Turner album?
You
and,
do, baby.
And we did some Bauhaus, and we did some B-side church songs, and it was, and you know what? It was cool. It was like fucking hell. Now it's the opposite. Like, please like me, please like me. Actually, you look good like that.
Can I talk?
If that was in front of your mouth, it'd be perfect. Yeah, no, go.
Well, on that, I used to practice dancing. So I used to go to dance class at school, and do all this nutbush and proud, and everyone's looking at me going, "Who do you think you are?" I said, "Tina Turner." But I want to go back to
But when she goes,
Oh.
like it's just like my,
School
you know,
house,
let's just
no,
talk about her
she's
voice.
just. And
You
we're
know,
going to
it's
get
like,
to that.
my number 9.
We're getting to that. I just got a
Like,
couple.
fuck.
I've literally got a couple of facts that I want the guys to know, because they may probably already know, but I want you to know.
I'm going to do
So
that one,
I'm going to go through a couple of facts that
Go.
I wrote down of what I felt was the most interesting or I didn't know.
Shoot.
So Icon Tina Turner disbanded in 1976, but then, as we all know, she had her big comeback album in the early 80s with Private Dancer. Oh no, the album was Private. Michael, I'm trying to be serious.
Oh, I am serious. I'm seriously smoking.
So Private Dancer, which she did win a Grammy for that album. She was the oldest person at 44 to win. Oh yeah, I'm Tina. Mike's Ike with the short hair. Remember when he had it?
No one does.
Google Ike in the 70s when he had that really short fringe, but Mike keeps moving in the wig. Or put your afro on. Anyway, so she was the first female solo artist of all time to have a song in the top 100. Like, that was massive in the 80s. Mike.
Just do your show.
I know. Now, I also think this is massive. She set a record in the Guinness Book of Records, Guinness World
That's
Records.
the big one.
For, and I've written it, the 1988, she had the biggest ever paying concert audience, 180,000 payers. Now, she won the Guinness Book of Records for that.
What do you reckon she got dollar per ticket?
No idea.
In her pocket.
But it made me think, what do they mean by paying? Like, you know, and then I think about like Band-Aid or all of those big concerts.
They were paid gigs.
They were for charity, weren't they?
Yeah, but they were, actually, what?
180,000.
What happens is, like, in Brazil, where the Stones played to 2 million people and all that kind of stuff.
Lee, the
Guy,
Smiths.
you were nearly there. There's a lot of countries, like in South America and Africa and stuff, where they have millions of people and they can't actually ticket the show.
I get it. So
right?
she had 180,000 people in 19...
She sold it at 180,000 tickets. Oh, my God.
19... Where did I write it?
84. Oh, these are dirty. Are these yours? Simone's got... And Steffi. You both got dirty glasses.
And this is the other last little fact that I thought was really cool and interesting. She was the first ever female and the first ever black person.
Oh, the double.
To be...
She gay as well. She get the trifecta.
No, she's not gay. To be on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Like, what a bloody legend.
No,
I think that's a really cool accolade.
No,
I love
that's
that.
a breakthrough.
I love that. I agree, Guy, that, and that's, so her solo career definitely started at 44, so that's when she made her comeback with Private Dancer, I nearly said Dancer.
Didn't she get with a producer that said, "Come on, Tina"?
Yeah.
I don't know his name escapes me.
After she broke up with Ike and left the band, she stopped singing for 10 years. Well, not 10 years, it was about 5 years. She totally went, I'm not doing music, I'm not singing, I'm going to go and make hamburgers. She literally stopped singing. And then someone said, right, come on, you need to do a comeback. And that's when she did the album that we all know.
I've got to say, you know who you look like?
Who?
Brian Cannon.
Oh, Brian Adams.
No, Brian Cannon.
I know, from...
Pseudo Echo.
Yeah. Come on. Look, I'm trying to give...
I look like Dulcie now.
I'm trying to be respectful. Yeah, Lee, bring up 4 kids, but she also said no to music in addition to that. So you're not wrong, but there was a massive emotional part that she went, nah.
That was Brian Mannix.
And, yeah, Brian Mannix, Uncanny X-Men, that's the one.
Brian Cannon was from,
Yeah,
if I'm wrong...
actually,
you do look like Brian Mannix.
That's who I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about Pseudo Echo.
But, look, in all seriousness, Tina was incredible. And from...
She was.
Team Vdelli, we just want to say thank you, Tina, for the music, for the dance moves, for the
For
all
your
of-
voice,
for your voice,
and your
his
energy.
strength, for all of that. Like,
I know,
yes, Warwick Kappa. All right, guys. Okay.
Actually, you do look like
You
Warwick
know
Kappa.
what? You know what? I was trying to give the woman a little bit of Simone. But
Hang on, I
really-
think she's fine. But I mean, like, no, thank you for the tribute and the research.
Well, I researched a lot of that, but also knew a lot of that because I love her and I love her music and I love. You know what? I've got one of those silver dresses because I've got legs up to here as well, as everyone knows when I was young.
You got good pins, like.
Well, I do have good pins, and everyone said you and Tina got matching legs. So I've always,
Had a relationship.
had a relationship with Tina. We both look good in mini dresses
like
and sparkly dresses.
I
The
reckon.
hats I could.
Can we just boil it down because we've gone over it, and I think.
I was finished.
Yeah, I think that the lasting thing that will be here when we're all gone will be her songs and her voice. And people, I mean, okay, we can discuss her life and the tragedy and all that, but man, that woman could sing some serious blues. Like, there's some stuff when you listen to her singing Georgia, you know, some rare recordings, or her singing some of the great.
Can I just say one?
Yep.
Just on that, so our band does Proud Mary, and the boys wanted, you know, we do the CCR version, and I said I will not try and ever do the Tina version, one out of respect for her. Two, not yet, but we're finishing with that.
No, I've got something else.
Oh, so number one, I can't sing like Tina. Number two, I don't want to
Yeah,
disrespect her. But where she goes, and then I was doing the bam, 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 and it's the breath work.
Yeah,
But then I was watching her on stage.
and she's working out.
She's working out.
Yeah.
She's working
But
out.
I think I think she came from the school of Little Richard, Elmore James, of where you just go for it. And she had.
Well, she had nothing left to. She had nothing
Hey,
to
mate.
lose.
Hey, Thomas, mine,
Hey,
brother.
but she had nothing to lose, but she also had nothing left to.
No.
She left it all on the stage.
Yeah, yes, she did. But what she had was a genetic precondition to being able to sing like that, which not many people have. So when she would be singing, she's like redlining, and what you have to remember is back when she was playing, they were doing TV shows, radio shows, concerts, nightclubs every day of the week, and she was a powerhouse. And her, you know, she did Nutbush in A. I mean, A, like Bon Scott sings in A, killed him. You know, A's a hut.
No, I was just going to say, I watched so many videos, and even she got the words wrong, and even she got the notes wrong. But you know what was amazing? By that stage, didn't fucking matter.
It was about the energy.
Because she was so good, so talented. If she hit a off note, no one cared. If she sang the wrong lyrics, no one cared because she's Tina Turner. That's what I want to get to.
Yeah, guy. Yes. Now, okay. Let's do an exercise in your mind. Let's take Nutbush, right? So let's right now. If Little Richard was singing Nutbush, right, I reckon he would sound similar. It doesn't matter. We can fix that later. So can you imagine Little Richard singing, or, for example, that's okay. You haven't got glasses. Wait for it to sink to the bottom and go. Okay, for example, so this is my lineage. I'm going Elmore James as far as rock and roll singers go. And of course, you know, there's deviation, but I'm going Elmore James, Little Richard, Tina Turner, then I'm jumping to John Fogerty, right? And I think I said it before. I think that AC/DC should get John Fogerty to sing. This was before Malcolm died. But when you listen to the way they sing, I think Tina, if you replace Little Richard singing Nutbush City Limits, I don't think it will be that dissimilar. And I think if you had Elmore James singing Nutbush City Limits, I don't think it would be that dissimilar. And I think if you heard John Fogerty the only white guy in this group were talking about singing Nutbush City Limits, apart from his little southern twang, I think it wouldn't be that dissimilar. For example, can you imagine? What's wrong? What happened? You can turn it on.
No, because it made me look like I was a lizard person again.
Well, now look. Oh, no, I've got these. No, turn it on, will ya? That's right. Oh, you can see the. Yeah, you can see the backdrop. Did that go on your foot?
That was nearly a hospital visit, Gay.
Is it a hospital visit?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? It's blood
I'm
spurting?
trying to feel if I cut my leg or not.
Just go back into the chair and we'll get the vacuum cleaner out later. But if you can imagine, say, you know the song High Voltage by AC/DC, I always, after Bon Scott, can you imagine John Fogerty singing High Voltage, right? And the Bon Scott stuff. Anyway, I'm digressing, but yeah, next thing. All right, so what if...
I broke the lamp, gang.
That's all right, we can put it together. Don't worry about it. That's rock and roll, man. Do you know how many stuff that I've broken? So what's on your sheet, or do you want me to talk?
I think I need you to talk so I can recover from that. That was quite intense.
All right.
I nearly cut my leg open. I nearly broke my face and slipped my wrist accidentally, not on purpose.
Well, that's an amazing recovery. So let's talk about...
Thanks, Georgie. Except you can't see it now because the light's off, but I went to see Nikki today. But one last thing now that I've recovered. Thank you guys for listening to my little tribute and information about Tina Turner. Love her.
I thought it was fantastic.
Thanks.
I thought you were on the money, and you know what? Have a listen. I mean, private dance, all that's great. Okay. Can I just before we leave Tina Turner, I've actually got. I feel like Peter Holland. All right. So people, I've actually missed why people go. So why did you start playing guitar, Michael? And
love this.
Right. Well, no, this is true. You didn't know this today, did you?
No, but I heard the song.
No, but you didn't know this, right?
No, I didn't.
So what actually happened was I was always, up until 12 or 13, I didn't even know about music. I was into sports, cricket, footy, whatever. And then I started watching MTV in the morning.
As we all did. Love that.
Yeah. Because I was on to Sounds Unlimited with Donny Sutherland. Do you remember that? And there was Rock Arena, which used to have a guest. You'd get Glenn Shorrock or JPY or someone as a guest. And of course you had Countdown Before the Winners on a Sunday. But then MTV came on, which was about the same time as the wrestling, and I was into Macho Man and... Well, I like Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Anyway, that's another episode.
We should do a wrestling episode.
Well, we can do it. Like Macho Man, George Yann, and anyway, so what happened is in passing, I was waiting for Who Made Who or something to come on or whatever. There was only about 3 or 4 songs that I liked that came on, and what came on was this live version of Tina Turner doing It's Only Love with Bryan Adams. And Bryan Adams had a black Strat, like completely black. You can have a look on YouTube. And it was this song called It's Only Love. And there's a part in the middle where the band stops and Bryan just plays these chords on this Strat. And I just went,
I have to play
I want to do that. Not to be famous or... it had nothing to do with that. It's just like, I want that guitar and I want to do that. And then from there, that's when I started getting into Tina Turner, and then was Hey Mum, Dad, and then I started to understand Mum's albums.
Yeah, Mum was the main.
And then it all started falling into place. Yeah, hang on, Guy. I think it's goes something like.
But interestingly enough, I listened to that today and might tell me the story after.
constant open G. All right, guy, you're going to have to teach me that.
Oh, no, don't let go. Keep going.
No, but it's got a constant open G, so how do you do that?
Well, you're playing in D.
Yeah, no, but he's saying it's got a constant open G, so it's got to have a,
A second. Oh.
hang on. How do you do
Guy,
that?
when are you free to come on next, Guy?
Hang on, what is it?
D minor.
Hang on, let me go.
Learning live on air again.
Something like that. It must be, there's an open G there. Anyway,
It's all alone.
so that song blew my mind out.
Did you want to play it?
No, I just wanted to play guitar.
Guy, you need to come over and teach us.
No, yeah, guy, man, next, I don't know where you are. You in town? Next time you're in town, come in. And also we've got Miguel's coming back, Ranger.
And Roscoe's coming on.
Roscoe.
We got head, but
we got
guys, in all honesty, we've actually enjoyed having a couple of weeks just the two of us because
Oh, he's in Darwin. Hey, say hi to...
we you know, we love having our
Gina,
guests and we love our guests for you guys, but every now and then we like just having us and having a bit of a chat and catching you all up on us and what we've been doing. And but yeah, next week we'll be having a guest. 2 weeks of just us is enough for you guys. It's enough for me.
Enough for me.
It's enough for me.
So you can talk about the gigs in a minute.
Oh.
So the 432 hertz thing.
Oh yeah, you can talk about that.
No, I will. It's unbelievable.
What's that?
It's fantastic, and what I love is people that shit on it before they try it. Like I think that I'm open to. Look, you gotta try stuff out. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But there's a lot of.
Look what Georgie wrote. My legacy is that I stayed on course from the beginning to the end because I believed in something inside of me. Tina Turner.
Oh, basically what I was going to say.
Thank you, Georgie, for sharing that. That's awesome. We can come to Darwin.
Well, actually, guys probably learn how not to do some stuff, but you know, no, that's
why don't we
beautiful.
go do a
Thanks,
podcast
guys.
live in Darwin?
All right, well, you organise it and we'll go.
Can we afford it? No, we can't.
You're the financier.
No, we can't.
I couldn't buy a mini Mac.
Love you guys, your support. You know, you're all famous
awesome.
and stuff, and you check in on our little podcast. Love you.
So this, actually, I don't know, Guy, if you're in 432 or not, but please try it. And if you go, no, I don't feel it, great. But since I've changed the band, Rock Hoppers and Vdelli, to 432, my God, plus, by the way, that with Tone Stones as well, you know, as the icing on the cake. But the thing is
Do you want to, mine's in normal. Should we show the guys a difference? That would be cool.
go on,
Would
play
you-
it, play it, G.
Do you want to hear it?
It's just, hey, I was at down though.
It's really different. It's really different.
Well, let's just say tune up.
That's how it's done, Triggers.
It's like that.
But this is normal. What
I think I changed the tune.
No, I tuned it back up. Remember, I rang you the other day to this. So this is what and this is 432. Hear that? So I sound out of tune now.
But probably, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm
No,
not.
but yeah. It's a little bit funky, but it doesn't matter.
It's just to show
The
give you the idea.
thing is that there's a instead of this modulation, it's not there, and that 432 is what resonates with the planet and with water and everything. So try it, Guy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hey guys, I just might. Guess what? So we've actually, I don't know if you want to go there or not, but we're one of our gorgeous school friends' son is playing at the indie bar tonight in half an hour. It's already 9 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
So
yeah, we're going down. Oh.
well, I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to?
No, we'll go for another few minutes. Then we're going to the indie bar.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Jamie can.
Jamie can.
Hang on, wait. I just wanted to make this
Up to
point.
you. I'm happy to stay here all night.
I just wanted to make this point. So, point one is over a extended amount of, when I say extended, 3 weeks of gigs and teaching. Every student who I have said, okay, let's tune to 440, and now let's tune to 432. And it's not sucking up my ass, because they're not the kind of people that with the young guys I actually jived him, but everyone. And then what happened is then we started learning songs from bands from YouTube. Now just let me give you a quick little rundown of hits that are in 432.
Oh, I haven't heard this. I'm interested.
Right,
For sure.
And this is just a short list.
I'm not looking because I'm curious too.
This is just a short list. Okay. Billie Jean.
Oh.
Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Of course.
The Doors, The End. Steve Miller, Fly Like an Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Tupac, all of his stuff was in 432.
Really?
Smooth Criminal, Michael Jackson. All the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Madonna. Celine Dion. John Lennon, Imagine. Robbie Williams. Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is. James Galway, that pipe dude. Adele, Skyfall, 432.
Of course she would be.
Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting for You. Gotcha, Someone That I Used to Know.
Yep.
Stand By Me, Benny King.
Yep.
Yanni.
I love Yanni.
Bob Marley, Three Little Birds.
Yes, Miguel, Tom Petty, definitely.
Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. Jeff Buckley, Hallelujah.
Yep.
Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. Kansas, Dust in the Wind.
I can hear it in Nothing Else.
Coldplay, Enya, Sade.
So all the shit that makes you feel good.
All the shit that makes you Queen, Evanescence, Floyd, Wish You Were Here.
That's a really long list.
On this is I only got the first little.
Wow.
Andre Rieu, Louis Armstrong, Wonderful World,
Yeah,
Pearl
yeah.
Jam.
Yep.
So, for example, what's the thing is, whenever I used to try to learn
Snake. This reminds me of Snake.
but it never sounded good. But listen to that. I mean, I've never done this. This is the first time I've done it since I read it. Like.
Why don't we get Snake on? Snake.
Oh. But listen how we get the
Beautiful.
chord. Snake. I haven't played this since 1985.
I can play it better than that.
No. Wait. Not gonna play mine. See that? Listen to that.
That's beautiful.
I can't remember that.
So,
Here we go. Hear that? Like that's how it's.
Beautiful.
Well, even though I just butchered it to death, because I mean,
Beautiful.
honestly, I just pull that mask right now. But I mean, you can hear the difference, though, can't you?
Absolutely.
What about?
Chris. Right, guys, I could see her all night.
It's for me, and land is dark, and the moon is the only light you'll see.
No, I won't be afraid. I won't shed a tear.
There's no as you stay. Right, Mickey, can I just tell a quick story? Mickey, if you ever see this, Mickey goes, I've got a gig. And I go, what? He goes, have you got an acoustic guitar? I said, yeah. He goes, get in the car. So anyway, this guy had completely blown it with his girlfriend. And Mickey...
No, you didn't.
This is in Germany, in Hamburg. Mickey played the upright bass. So we've got out of Mickey's van. Mickey's pulled his guitar out. So Mickey's pulled his upright. And he goes, I go, where are we going? Where's the gig? He goes, we're standing at the front of this door. So we're standing at the front of this door on the footpath, and Mickey rings the bell, and he goes, start singing, and we're going, and then the door opens, and this guy comes out and gets on his knees, and this chick comes out. Anyway, he got it back. He gave us a couple of $100 each. No,
that's cool. That's so cool.
And we went straight to Cowboys.
God, mate, we've literally got to shut the show down unless we don't go. Up to you.
No, we're going to see Jamie's man. Snake, did you hear we're going to see Jamie Cann's son play?
I'm talking. Guys, we do have a competition, but we don't have time for it tonight. So we'll do it next week. It is a Tina Turner quiz, and it is for 2 tickets to the Rosemount, our gig, Rock Hoppers True Grit. So tune in next week for that. So we run out of time.
Hang on, I've got something to say. As well, this 432 business, one of my heroes is...
housekeeping.
Hang on, Nikola Tesla. Now, Nikola Tesla, his number was 3. Hang on, it won't take long. Oh, sorry, Simone, that I'm coming up with something that's important. So, Nikola Tesla, his number was... Anything he did needed to be divisible by 3. So, he wouldn't stay in a hotel room number, right?
Yeah.
So, 432. 4 and 2...
is 5. 4 and 2 is 6.
No, 4, 3, 2. 4 and 3 is 7, and 2 is 9
9
divisible by 3. Right. The next frequency up is 528. What's that? It's 5
plus 2 is 7 plus 8 is 15.
Plus 1
and 5 is 6 divisible
by
3.
3. Right, and then it keeps going. So,
God, you put me on the spot for maths then.
Jimmy Cracker, number 3.
Yeah.
Although he got busted for doing drugs, but...
Guys, unfortunately, we didn't realise how much I was crapping on. Well, not crapping on. I thought that was really interesting about Tina. Hang on, hold that. So, gigs coming up. 9th of June at...
No, next Saturday for Rock Hoppers.
Oh, at Lakelands in Frio.
No, in Mandurah.
Mandurah.
It's a brand new venue.
Brand new venue, Lakelands in Mandurah, Rock Hoppers. On the 9th of June, Rock Hoppers and True Grit.
Still was number 7.
Playing
It was
at
number 8 for the state.
9th of June, divisible by 3. 6 is the month June, divisible by 3. So you're going to Rock Hoppers and True Grit at the Rosemount Hotel. 30th of June, Rock Hoppers. 10th of June, Vdelli at the Duke of George. Look, there's so many gigs. Get onto the website. Michael's updated the website, so it's all there.
Oh, by the way, please, if you have got time and you're having a look, if you can go through the pages of our website and make sure all the links work.
There's no spelling mistakes.
Yeah, I went through it. It's horrific.
A very, very big thank you to all of you guys who have pre-ordered merch. Amazing. I'm so grateful. It's smashing out. I can't wait. It's due on Wednesday, so those of you who have ordered, I'll put it in the post.
But get in, because everyone, can you put this for me? We can't.
And look, Lee knows, and
Lee
Muffet, we're mates, and I just said to him straight up, mate, I actually, because I've
Lee's cool.
I know, but I'm using him as a good example.
I thought it was someone I didn't know.
No, I'm using Lee as a good example.
Hydrate.
He messaged.
I don't have...
Let me tell the gang. Lee messaged to say, Simone, can you put me blah, blah, blah. So I said, look,
Sorry, Miguel.
because we've got limited stock and I have to use the stock take thing in the website, you have to go and order online. And Lee went, yeah, no dramas, and did, but we'll go and have a beer and he'll pick it up so he doesn't have to pay postage. But
hemp hydrate oil for necks from Miguel.
yes, look,
We'll do a thing on it next week.
We've got nowhere to be. So we're going to, and we've got to talk about, oh, look, so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on our Tina tribute night. Next week, I'll do more housekeeping. We've got so much to tell you. So many exciting things going on for all the bands that we're involved in. And Cushy, go to Cush Mix Sounds.
Cush Mix Sound,
yep.
we didn't get to that,
we'll
but
talk about that
Cushy,
we might even get Cushy on to talk about it.
Like he's rehearsing because he's going over to Melbourne in July.
Okay.
But Cushy's got a side called Cush Mix Sound where he's selling guitars.
Amazing guitars, by the way.
Yeah, amazing guitars and pickups and everything to do with guitars.
Anyway,
he's not doing speakers.
Thanks, guys.
But
we love you all. Thank you for joining us on our Tina Turner episode. We'll just say goodnight with a little Tina song. Hey, Mikey. No, we're not doing that song.
Oh, shit, aren't we?
No.
I was ready to roll.
Well, you can do that. You
well,
do that song. You do that song. Hey, Mikey.
Jesus.
You have to say yes, love me.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to do things nice.
Are we doing a Sesame Street Christmas album or what?
I really could do it nice and rough. Oh, left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost a minute of sleep and wondering about the way that things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, proud Mary keep on turning, rolling,
Roll it,
rolling,
roll it,
rolling
shelter.